Hey everybody, Scott Spreitzer here, DocSports.com, and welcome to the update for Tuesday, January 8th, 2019. Free pick coming up in just a moment. Great way to end the college football season last night with Clemson blowing out Alabama. We had Clemson. We certainly didn't see a blowout coming, but we were happy to take it as that was cruise control for all of us who were on Clemson in the second half. But right now, before I get to the free pick, before I get to some information on some of the betting taking place, real quick note, if you're new to these videos, if you want to just give DocSports.com a try and are not yet a member, real cool way to do so. You click on the link below the video and get set up for a free $60 account. You can use those free $60 on any of my daily packages over at DocSports.com or anybody else for that matter. Now, here's what's going on this week. First of all, after handicapping the NFL, we will have an 8-star play. It's as big as they get at DocSports.com. 8-star NFL play will be the top play this upcoming divisional round playoff weekend. I've only released one 8-star NFL side all season long. It was way back November 4th. The Atlanta Falcons were a short underdog to Washington, and Atlanta rocked Washington. Final score was like 38-13, 38-14. Easy wire-to-wire job, man, with the Atlanta Falcons. So this will be our second 8-star side of the entire NFL season. And in fact, our college football and NFL 8-star sides, we had 2 in college, 1 in the NFL, perfect 3-0. We cashed on October 6th. We had October 6th was Texas A&M. October 20th was the Temple Owls. And then, of course, just 2 weeks later, we had that Atlanta Falcon 8-star winner. So 3-0 with our 8-star sides at DocSports.com in football and looking to go to 2-0 in the NFL. Don't miss out. We look to make it a 4-0 season sweep with our football 8-star sides at DocSports.com. As I mentioned, we won last night with Clemson. It was a 4-star play, and we are now 74-44 the last 15 weeks in college football and NFL combined. That's 63% against the spread. We are up over $12,600 for those wagering just $100 per unit during this run. And again, that football package, you want to grab it, man. The 8-star play will be the top play this week. As far as basketball is concerned, we cashed yet another 6-star last night. Easy win there also. We had over 215 between the Nuggets and the Rockets. They combined to score 238 points. In fact, it went over the total with a good 4 minutes or so to spare in the game. And we'll head into Tuesday on a perfect 6-0 run with our plays that rate 6 or 7 stars. 6-0 the last 6 days. You're up $3,800 wagering just $100 per unit. Cool news, I got a 6-star play going in Tuesday's college basketball action as we look to extend that run to a perfect 7-0. We think we got a blowout in our midst on Tuesday night. So you want to grab that on Tuesday morning, DocSports.com. College basketball 6-star play going on Tuesday. We look to extend the run to 7-0. We are also involved in NBA with our next Total Dominator. 3-0 over the past week with these plays. We got one going on Tuesday. And we'll also be involved in the NHL with a total there also. So all those daily plays for Tuesday will be available on Tuesday morning at DocSports.com, including what we hope will be our 7th straight top play win with that 6-star play in Tuesday's college basketball. All right, listen, I wanted to talk a little bit about the betting, the props, all that kind of stuff. You know, with the Clemson-Alabama game, it was a little bit of sharp money coming in by the time the game kicked off, a little more than 54, 55% on the Alabama Crimson Tide. The tickets taken at William Hill, Nevada, for instance, almost split down the middle, about 51% on the Tide. But some of the props, the props that saw the most action, first player to score a touchdown, the field one at 15-2 with the notes we got from William Hill, and thank you to them for Michael Grodsky and the boys at William Hill for sending us that information. But 15-2 was the number on the field, and of course it was the field that ended up scoring the touchdown. A.J. Terrell, to be exact, with that pick 6 for Clemson to get the scoring started. Travis Etienne, his over-under on rushing yardage was 80.5. He ran for 86. Now, most of the action at William Hill was on the under in that one. Etienne, though, goes over 80.5 rushing yards. For Alabama, Damian Harris, he went over 48.5 yards rushing. And I know William Hill, from the notes we got from them, took overwhelming under bets, both ticket-wise and overall money on Damian Harris. They were betting him under 48.5. He went over. I think he finished with 57 or 58. But the bettors did win on the Trevor Lawrence passing prop, over 262.5 yards. 85% of the tickets, and how about this, 97% of the overall money about an hour before kickoff was on the over. He crushed that number, did Trevor Lawrence. And boy, it's a shame we got to wait 2 more years to see this guy in the NFL. He'd probably be the #1 pick in the draft if he could come out, if he was eligible this spring. But anyway, interesting numbers there. And also, 94% of the tickets and 97% of the money was on the first score of the game, being either a field goal or a safety. And the books won that one, obviously, with that pick 6 by that Clemson defender. As far as notable wagers over the past few days, William Hill, Nevada, reported that on January 6th, they took a $220,000 wager on Alabama -5 at -1.10. Obviously, the book won that one. But the next day, on January 7th, they took a $200,000 moneyline bet on Clemson +190. That win, that wager netted $380,000 with Clemson getting the outright win. Just some interesting betting numbers on those props from last night's college football championship. And again, we thank all of you who got involved with our college football this entire season, and we're happy to report that we had a tremendous season over at DocSports.com. So thank you for jumping on board. And again, don't forget, NFL obviously continues, and that package is going to be available over at DocSports.com exclusively, as they all are since I jumped on board at DocSports.com back in April. Listen, as far as the Vegas Sharps podcast, we'll be back in action in the studio on Tuesday night. It'll be Indian Cowboy, myself, Bernie Fratto, possibly Alan Harris. He's been a little under the weather. We're going to see if he shows up. I tell you what, if he's sick, stay out of the studio. I don't want to catch your bug. But anyway, Indian Cowboy for sure, myself, Bernie Fratto, possibly Alan Harris, and we'll hear from Jason Simmel, Vice President, Risk Management over at CG Sportsbooks. He'll give us the betting update so far this week on the divisional round in the NFL. All right, let's get to our free play for Tuesday's college baskets, and I'm traveling to the Mo Valley. We're going to back Loyola Chicago. That's team 635. They're laying half a dozen to Evansville. The Ramblers had that dream season last year. They finished in the Final Four, but they had a sluggish start to this season. In fact, they were 7-6 before the Mo Valley schedule kicked in. They've now won 2 in a row, 2-0 in conference play, double-digit wins. In each of those, they whipped Drake. They crushed Indiana State. They're now 16-5 against the spread in the last 21 Mo Valley games, and they've got a couple of strong dishers on this team. And also, I wanted to mention that their bigs over the last couple of games are getting more involved on the glass, on scoring, and that helps, absolutely helps, to spread things out a little bit. It's not all having to be done by the backcourt. So everybody played a bit better last couple of games for Loyola Chicago. As far as Evansville is concerned, man, they struggle on the offensive end, and this is not likely the team where you're going to get back on track and get healthy shooting-wise when you're facing Loyola Chicago. So, listen, we think the advantages definitely lie with the Ramblers in this one, laying the points with Loyola Chicago to get off to a 3-0 start in the Missouri Valley on the season. All right, that's going to do it for the free play of Loyola Chicago. Again, the football package includes for this week's NFL divisional round our final second NFL 8-star side, final NFL 8-star side of the entire season goes this weekend. And again, we're looking to go to 4-0 with our college football and NFL 8-star sides on the season. Don't miss out. Plenty of basketball and hockey. Tuesday, the 6-star in college baskets. We look to go to 7-0 with those high-end plays over the last week. All right, listen, if you like the videos, click on that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe. We appreciate those who have done so thus far. Scott Spreitzer, DocSports.com. Right back here Wednesday morning, 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific, with our next free pick. Stick around for more from us all week long. Every day we'll start getting those betting reports also in the NFL a little bit later in the week. Back here Wednesday morning. Best of luck on Tuesday. Let's put it in the win column.